amazing legend, and he is a legend, and he is he's an hubby and a father, and he has taken a massive action towards jumping onto the online business as well. Mainly for what? That's what he's going to share it with us. What is actually made him to get onto this business actually, and how he is going through in his life. And moreover, I met him at different instances, but I met him personally in my last retreat, where 15 men we gathered together to level up ourselves, to in any aspect of our life, in terms of rich, mystic, and being a masculine man. So I met him in person. So here I am. I'm going to welcome him. So we can give a drum roll for him. He's a legend. So let's welcome Brett Turner. Hello, Brett. How
Hello.
are you?
Very well, my man. How are you?
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for giving your precious time. Being busy with three kids as a father, so I can tell you, like, I can understand how busy the life will be. So
Hmm.
yeah, but so thank you so much for giving your time.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me on. Mhm.
Amazing. So I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you some couple of questions, because my followers and my people who are means the people who are following me, they would like to know about other people who are also doing this business, and why they are joining this business, and how far it is changing their life. So that is why I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Sure, go. Yeah,
That's
let's
amazing.
go.
That's how you open-minded we are, right now. So to welcome
Yeah.
the questions and express and share our life stories, and how it is
Mm,
changing and transforming not only our life, but our generations, but also the people around us. Yeah, globally.
mm,
That's the beauty
mm.
behind this business. Yeah. So just would like to know you further in deep, and also for my followers, what was your life before starting this business, and can you share a little bit of a backstory behind all this?
Yeah, sure. So, I'm a carpenter. I've been in the building industry for the better part of 2 decades, and it was coming up to 3 years ago on the 14th of November. Actually, I was away. I was 2,000 kilometers away from my family, and I was
Wow.
working in FIFO. I'd done that for nearly 5 years, and I was in
2000
a really
kilometers
2,000 kilometers away from my family.
Wow.
Mm,
Okay, go ahead, carry on.
yeah.
I just got a
And
wow. Oh my god, really? Just felt like,
yeah,
really. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay, go
yeah.
ahead.
So yeah, for me, I was in a really, I'd like to say, a tough place mentally. My mental health was like really struggling at the time because for me, growing up without a father, I know what that has been like for my journey as a man. And here I was 2,000 kilometers away from my children doing exactly the same thing, all for money, right? And my
Wow.
whole life, I've always thought to myself, there's got to be something better. There's got to be something
Mm,
more sustainable.
mm,
Specifically for me as a father, I wanted something where I didn't have to work away from my children and
mm,
allow myself to miss out on all of these precious things that most of us fathers miss out on. So I'm a big believer in when the student is ready, the master will appear, right? And as we
exactly.
all do, scrolling social media, I come past an ad. And he was actually a carpenter as well. So that's why I resonated. He was going through the same transition of moving away from having a traditional brick and mortar construction business
Mm,
into this online space. And I'm like, well, if this guy's a carpenter like me, why can I not do it?
that's it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of limiting beliefs and a lot of self confidence and things that I needed to move through prior to actually taking the step forward and actioning and I guess getting off the fence because that's where a lot of us sit, right? We sit on the fence and we question our beliefs, whether we can do this or do that. And I sat there for nearly 2 years wondering, I wonder if this is actually going to be for me. A man
Mm,
that's worked with his hands his whole life and not really understanding any computers or technology or anything of that nature. And here we are 3 years later.
that's it. That's it. So I would like to go a little bit deeper, since you said, because I really got so much of since you mentioned 2000 kilometers away from your family. I would like
Mm.
to know a little bit more detail about it. How long were you doing your job like that, away from the family of around 2,000 kilometers? How long you were doing like that?
Yeah, so I did it for 5 years.
5 years. So how
Yeah, and
many
that
times you came to visit the family in between?
yeah, so for most of that 5 years, I was away for 3 weeks at a time.
Oh my God.
So from the time my son was 1 to the time that he turned 6, I missed out on the better part of 5 years of his life because I was away wanting to increase our income, because that's what FIFO allows people to do, is create more money, but it strips you of your time, right? And that's what I was
Exactly.
doing.
Exactly. Because why the reason specifically as because even when I was going through my profession as well, I was nearly away for almost 5 6 years on and off from my first son. And
Hmm.
the one of the sad moment which hit me really hard in the sense like when I was visiting him back when he was living in India, I visited him.
Hmm.
He's just mentioned address me as a third person, not as a father.
Wow. Whoa.
That
Wow.
hit me real hard. He said that I was actually like telling him not to do it, and he went and complained to his mom, my wife. Actually, said that not he didn't say dad has mentioned. He said he has mentioned.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
That really made me to think. All right, this is enough.
Mm,
Where it is
mm,
taking me through,
mm.
because that's what like you said when you said 2,000 kilometers. I was wow. You're doing? Are we going to be just financially being present with the kids or being holistically being present?
Yeah, Maddie, for me now, reflecting on that time, I feel like the role of us as fathers is to protect our family. That is our role. We are the
Mm,
protectors, we're the providers. And in that very essence of us being the protectors, but within the world that we live in, that very thing is getting taken away from us because we are spending so much time
mm,
working in our careers. And specifically for you and I, we've spent all this time away from our children. What happens if an event had happened and we weren't there to protect our families, right? I
exactly.
look at that now and go, how many other men, mothers and fathers, are experiencing that exact thing, right? And for me now, having this knowledge and having this skill and having this opportunity and business model, I now realize that it doesn't have to be like that for anybody.
Not
It
necessary.
doesn't.
Not at all. Not at all. Exactly.
Mm,
And the moreover, many people don't even stop and realize it. They just get carried away with the busy world,
mm,
and
yeah,
they get carried away. They don't even time. They don't even have a time. They will realize once after 10 years or 20 years afterwards. Of course, in fact, you are saying for 2 decades, even for
mm,
nearly 23 years, more than 2 decades as well. 2 decades almost.
yeah,
So it take a. But when we look back, that's why it's really hard
mm,
what we have done. We are just
yeah.
in the same generational curse.
100%. And, we cannot change the past, but we can make a choice to live differently into the future, right? Like, we
Exactly.
can allow our future, our past hold us back, and we can sit with all of those, the guilt and the shame, or we can, like, consciously make a choice to go, hey,
Beautiful.
I'm going to be the one that changes this in my family. I'm not going to allow my children to miss out on me as their father, right? And we get
Mm,
that choice. We have that opportunity to do it.
exactly. Because that's what it leads us like to change that kind of change the complete trajectory of the life and to stop the
Absolutely.
generational curse of always being away from the family, always being away in those precious moments and missing those milestones. And what's the point of having a family?
Right?
That's what the traditional new normal says that, but that's not the new nature actually. The nature says it's a different, of course. That's what the life
Mm,
is all about. Then what's the
yeah,
point of having just a money if you can't live with the family, if you can't live with that money?
100%. And
Mm,
when, with a business vehicle like this, and by changing the way that you think and view how you create for yourself,
beautiful.
when you have a vehicle and a model like this, your perspective on money creation completely shifts, right? It's like
Mm,
going from having an employee mindset to having
mm,
an entrepreneurial mindset. The creation of money gets to be fun. It doesn't have to be hard, right? And that's the beautiful thing about having a vehicle like this is
mm.
business gets to be fun, right? It
Yeah,
gets to be something where we can do it with our families, alongside our families, right?
exactly.
It's mm,
Exactly. Because uh, then only we can enjoy the life and enjoy the process, rather than just working hard all the time. That's what we
mm,
expected to us. Like, okay, since you are a man, since you are a breadwinner, you have to work hard. Work hard on what?
yeah.
Not working on yourself. What's the point?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is where it took a really nearly more than 2 decades to realize it. What does that working hard mean? Because
Mm,
we've been told, of course, we have been told in such a way to go to school, to get a good job, and get a good salary and settle in life. Okay, we did it. But what we
yeah.
did is we settled so early,
Yeah.
so many debts around,
Mm,
and for that to settle, we have to work hard, not on ourselves, but on the job.
mm,
And what we are sacrificing is really a huge our life, our personal life, our quality of life with the family, everything we are
mm.
sacrificing. And what's the point of having that for until 65 or 70 and then living after that? Who knows?
Right.
Who knows? It's an
100%.
illusion. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it took nearly time for me to realize, and also like working hard on ourselves is the best thing, not on
Mm,
something else. When we say
mm,
working hard on ourselves, that is where we tend to enjoy the process, love the process, because we
mm.
see the change within ourselves. Wow, I wasn't the same person like this, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because people always go, okay, Monday starts, all right, same routine all week, waiting for the weekend, same like an autopilot mode.
Mm. Yeah, it's really interesting, Matty. I was at the supermarket today and just watching everyone at the supermarket getting all their food and everything ready for the week, Monday through to Friday, and it really got me thinking, like, how is this become so normal that
Hmm.
people are having to work in jobs from Monday through to Friday and have this system and have this, I guess, routine where everyone is so unhappy. No one in this grocery store looked like they were enjoying life, right? They were
Exactly.
just going back to the grind and repeating the same
Yeah.
process over and over.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why like many people forget about they need to work to live, but not live to work.
Mm, mm,
Even I, we used to do that, right? We used
yeah,
to live to work.
yeah,
Not what we are here for. We are here to work to live, to bring
yeah.
the revenue as it comes, just like that, and live with the family, live with as a human being, because we are not an human doing.
Mm,
Working out on something, we are becoming a human doing, but we are not here for that. We just born here for a purpose to be a human being. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, Matty.
So that's the wow, that's mind blown. And okay, we mentioned about being a provider and protector, and what actually like made you to realize, because you are saying that you are away from the family and for nearly for 5 years now and then, and also for 2 decades you have been doing it. There could be some particular sand moment which really, even though you have seen another carpenter is doing that, blah blah. But
Mm,
what is a particular moment? Okay, that's enough. I'm going to contact him. I'm going to start this business today. What
yeah.
any particular sand moment for you?
Yeah, for me, it was and it still is my driving why. It is a very big driving force for me to want to have this. Is I grew up without my dad. My dad wasn't he was not there for me, and I had a tough upbringing. And what I realized is in that moment of being away from my children was if I continue to make up all of these excuses for myself as to I don't have the skills, I don't have the money, I don't have everything that I need, all of my ducks aren't in a row, this is a pattern that I'm going to continue to bring with me into the future, right?
Mm,
So in that moment, I was in so much pain within myself internally. I did not care what I had to do, how much the investment was. I knew that I just had to do it. I had to do something. I
wow.
didn't know what it was, but I'm a bit firm believer in the universe will always give you what you need in that moment, right? And the
Exactly.
universe brought this business
Wow.
into my life in the exact moment when I needed it. And was it hard? Absolutely. I had to get over so many limiting beliefs that I had within myself
Yeah.
because I had created this picture in my mind that I'd be a tradesman my whole life. I would be on the tools, or I've run my own business as well. But that is what I had settled for. And that is exactly the thing that I needed to get past. I needed to detach my
Mm.
belief system that I'm good at working with my hands. And that was the belief that I had. I would do this my whole life. However, I learned that with the world that we live in, we
Mm.
have so much opportunity, we have so much abundance around us that all we need to do to actually live a completely different life, and this is the thought I had, was we just need to change our thoughts. We need to change our beliefs, and we need to change the way we create for ourselves and our families. And that is, for me, that is will continue to be the driver for me. That is will be the driver on my voice for the people that don't understand how this works, as
Mm.
you are, Maddie. You speak and preach this business so loud and proud because you know what it does for you. You know what it has done for millions of families across the world, right?
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Exactly. When you are saying, like, I really can see the energy behind, I can really see the belief, can feel the belief that you are having behind saying that
Mm,
is full of abundance of opportunity. You mentioned that. Wow, that is really.
mm,
But many people, since because of the new norm, they are so much conditioned to believe that self doubt and stick with their limiting belief, but at
mm,
the same time doubt their self belief.
mm. Yeah, 100%. And
They don't see outside. They don't have that open mindset to see,
yes.
and where they don't believe in the opportunities. Even if it
Mm.
comes, they don't see the opportunity as it is, but as they are.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And a lot of those limiting beliefs is, a lot of those don't even belong to you. Those limiting beliefs have been
Mm.
passed down to you from generations. Specifically, if your family have grown up around scarcity when it comes to finances, like that becomes a part of your blueprint, right? And when it comes
Exactly.
to you, um, I guess having the belief system around you are capable of creating more, it's conditioning, it's programming that has been so deeply embedded within you as a human being that is what keeps us stuck in this routine, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And we don't want to pass it on to our generations. That
Mm,
scared and lack and scarcity mindset.
yeah.
And gratefully that we are here in this business and we are connecting each other from different parts of the globe. And I don't know before you, I don't know this business. Before this business, I don't know anything about you. But now we are just getting connected,
Mm,
and we are not only like changing our life and for our generation, but also we are impacting many other people around the globe. How
mm,
beautiful it is! As you mentioned, of course, nearly 3 million people around the globe are actually like getting benefited with this business and living the life,
mm.
living the
Live, living, living the life, not existing,
yeah,
living. And I'd just
exactly.
like to say, just tap in on that is, what example are we setting for our children if we wake up every day and we're repeating this process that doesn't actually make us happy, right? We're showing our children that it's okay not to follow your dreams. We're showing our children that it's okay not to be happy in what you do in your day-to-day life, right? As human beings, as Maddie has said, we are human beings. We're not human doings. We
Yeah,
have the ability, we have the ability to create whatever we want, right? And
exactly.
all that needs to happen is change your thoughts, change the way you talk to yourself, and change your belief systems. And how do you do that? Personal development. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job, and watch how much your reality
Mm,
changes.
yeah, that's what exactly I'm actually about to ask you. Like, because since you said that, I strongly believe that you said that the thoughts and the mindset, I strongly believe that your success and your wealth starts from your mindset.
Mm,
Depends on what you believe inside you. It's not what you're getting, but it depends on what you are in, because success starts from inside out, not from outside in.
yeah, absolutely. And
In saying that, Of course, we need to be surrounded with the people who are actually that kind of motive, that kind of mentality, that kind of mindset. Yeah.
Mm,
I'm just
mm.
going to ask you, because since I saw you in the retreat as well, in the last Rich Mystic Man retreat, I'm going to ask you this kind of question that everyone is want to do an online business, but at the same time, there are so many free stuffs available in YouTube and all the other things. Yeah. But
Mm.
why, in doing an online business and also in developing ourselves personally as a personal development journey, why a mentorship is necessary here?
I believe when you start a business, let's just look at it from a traditional brick and mortar business. When you start any business, support and community is everything, right? Because
Mm,
a lot of businesses in the first 1 to 3 years fail. And I'm a firm believer in, if people had community and if people had mentors that have been before them and had made the mistakes before you, they can share and really close the gap for you on whatever success that you want to achieve, right?
mm, mm.
And when you have a community, when you have a mentor, what they do is bring out something in you that you don't believe that you have, right?
Can you
That
say
is
that again,
the
please? Can you say that again? That's beautiful. Can you say that again?
what a mentor does is bring out something in you that you do not even believe that you have within
Wow.
yourself.
Wow.
I
That's,
get shivers talking about it, man.
yeah.
It's
I'm just getting the energy flow. Actually, I can feel that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's,
so important, right? And you
mm,
know yourself, like when you start something, whether it be a business, whether it be another relationship, whether it be a new job, whatever it may be, we always need guidance from somebody that has been before you. Because
mm,
when you do something alone, you make mistakes. And if you've made a mistake, it almost feels like you've failed. So you just lose so much self belief and confidence within yourself in whatever it is that thing that you're trying to do. But what if you had a mentor? What if you had a coach? How different would things be?
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. 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 And moreover, at the same point of time, it is beautiful that we can do this business in self-paced. It's not like
Mm,
we have to do, like, there's no monthly task or something. We are not going to touch on the what actually the details of the business, but there's no monthly task. But at the same point of time, since we can do it in our self-paced speed. At times we might go sometimes out of alignment.
mm,
That is where,
mm.
like as you said, of course, a mentor is necessary to streamline and align you to focus on what is necessary.
Yeah.
And not only that, as you mentioned, that they had better experience as well.
Mm,
They can here to
yeah.
guide you exactly what is necessary
Mm,
here. And
absolutely.
moreover, actually, when you were saying, I was having something in my mind. I just lost now. That's fine. We'll get back there. But the thing is, like, what I'm about to share you. Oh, okay. That's gone. That part is gone. That's absolutely fine. It's a human brain. It just comes and
Yeah.
goes.
Right.
That's what the thing is. We just think something, but before we put it into action, we get lost. That's why we need a mentor.
Mm,
Come on,
yeah.
tap your ideas, put it in action. Speed,
Yeah.
because success loves speed.
100%.
Otherwise, we will be overcomplicating, overthinking, looking for perfection. Oh, I'm not good at this. Maybe I have to do this one day, one someday. Whereas mentor is the one who is, come on, do it now.
Yeah, absolutely. And in having that mindset as well, before you actually move forward with something, this is the power of the human brain. We can
Mm,
either utilize it to create scenarios that allow us to move forward, or you can sit in procrastination and create all of these scenarios that haven't even happened yet that actually prevent you from moving forward. And this is the power and benefit,
mm,
as you said,
mm.
Maddie, of having a mentor that can help you stay straight and keep moving forward. Rather than going this way, going backwards, we go forward.
Exactly, exactly. Because when you go backwards and forwards and all sideways, what happens? We are going to literally waste the time.
Yeah,
We are all
absolutely.
here to get back our time, because time
Mm,
can be saved or controlled or managed, whereas we can get back our time in such a way to spend it and optimize it and maximize it in all the way. That's what
mm,
median mentor. And we need to be around with people who are having the same mentality and mindset, because I strongly believe, as you, proximity is power.
mm.
We are the one
Yes.
among the five people we are around with. Whereas
Mm,
when we are going to be self-paced, learning from the whatever the skills which are available in free in YouTube and all the other things, where we get the people here.
mm, yeah.
We are
Yeah. And
people.
like
Yeah,
like you said too, like there are so many avenues that you can go and you can do free courses on YouTube and all of these things, right? But there's no community.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah. There's no community. One of the things there may be here and there, but there is no community as such leveraging each other without a competitive
Mm,
mindset. Because
mm,
the world is building so much a competitive mindset to the people to make them to believe on with a lack and scarcity mindset, with a
mm,
win-lose mindset.
mm.
As the community that we are in, wow, I'm so amazed to see people are how leveraging each other, because I'm not
Yeah.
financially connected to you, but still you are given me a time
Mm,
express about your feelings, your sharing, how the life is getting changed and all those sort of things. So we are leveraging each other without having a competitive mindset.
mm.
Win-win
Absolutely.
to change the people. In asking, I just forgot to ask you one. Yeah, that just came into my mind. How far this business has changed you once after
Mm,
this business? How far this business has changed you now, and how far you're getting back your time to spend with your family? And what are the changes in your life now?
mm. That's a great question. And prior to starting this business, I did not know how to communicate how I felt emotionally. I
Wow.
was a broken man. I hadn't cried in nearly 20 years. Now, I believe that this business has given me the ability to
Express.
find out find out who I am. Who am I
Mm,
in this world as a man, as a human
mm,
being? And something that I've learned very recently, Maddie, is as men, we get so conditioned that we have to, put this mask on, that we're not allowed to show our emotions. We're not allowed to, be soft in who we are, to actually be who we are, right? And through attending different men's retreats and different other areas or mentorships, community events, I've learned that, to become more and to have more in our lives, we have to face off with our demons. We have to face off with our traumas, and we really need to heal. And that is what I've done since starting this business. I have uncovered and pulled back layers of myself that I've been suppressing my whole life. I didn't want to accept the fact that, I
mm,
am the creator of my reality. I can create so much abundance within my life. It
mm,
doesn't have to be a generational thing where I repeat the same process, where we grow up and there's a scarcity around money, there's a scarcity around family, there's a scarcity around many things. And, something that really stands out for me in this business is it allows you to be who you are, right? And what really has helped me be the person that I am right now is it's community. It's everything, honestly. Without community, without support from other brothers like yourself and other people within the collective of this community, I would have quit from the get-go,
mm,
right? It's been 3 years on November 14th. 3 weeks ago, I retired from being a tradesman of nearly 2 decades.
wow. Wow. Wow.
It is absolute, and this has all come from belief in myself that I can do
Mm,
anything that I want. And my vision had always been, I want to be around my children. I want to see my kids grow. I want them to have their father. I don't want my children to have to wait for the weekends to have me, to have half a dad. And I feel like in the world that we live in right now, there's so much emotional disconnect within a family unit because of the way that the system is created. And, mothers and
separating.
fathers, yeah, it's such a separation within the family unit. And when you have the ability to create your own financial abundance outside of being bound by your job, there is so much freedom in that, right?
Yeah.
So much freedom. And it
Wow.
can be accessible for anyone, right? Like Maddie, you're in the physio. That was a part of your life, right?
Yeah.
Online business was probably never something that you believed that you would do, but
Not at
here
all.
you are,
Here I am, of
right?
course. Yeah. Yeah. And moreover, what I love that, as you said, and what I also believe that as well, is you are living the life by being you, and you're getting paid for being honest to you and authentic to you.
Mm, mm, yes.
People don't realize it because that's what the new normal has been conditioned, that oh, I'm in a job, of course it's not about whether you're a good or bad person. I always say that, okay, when a person is taking a sick leave without being sick, say for example a job, what they're doing, they are not
Mm,
honest to them. They just go to the doctor or any medical professional to get the sick certificate without being sick.
yeah.
So they are actually cheating themselves.
Mm, yeah. Well, you're
Even if
living a
it's a
life.
small one,
You,
sorry to say, sorry to interrupt. Even if it is a small one, they just believe that is what is normal, but it's not.
mm, yeah. 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 And I feel like I'm a big believer too. You know, you'll always get signs, right? You'll have a work injury or something will happen to you, and these are signs that you're not doing what you're meant to be doing, right? For
Mm,
me, I'll use my example as that. I fell off a roof when I was younger, and I could have killed myself. I could be in a wheelchair. I don't know, but I'm
mm,
here,
mm.
right? And when I feel like a lot of people are in careers that they stay there because their income is such at a high level that they would rather sacrifice their own happiness to have security.
Yeah, yeah. That's what been
And
conditioned to believe, that
again,
security, safety, and even actually, like one of our business legend mentioned of the modern safety is nothing but being stagnant.
oh yes, yes.
What's the
Well, if you're
point?
you're not expanding and you're not learning, you're staying in the same spot. And right, we were given legs for a reason. If we were meant to be stuck in the same spot, we'd be a tree, right?
Wow, wow, wow. Exactly, exactly. We are not trees. Yeah,
We're not trees.
exactly, exactly. Wow. It's lighting me in so many aspects as well, of course, and that's why many people don't see this,
Mm,
the opportunity, but in between, why it is so necessary,
mm,
why there is a need of change in their life,
mm,
and how to come out of their scarcity and the lack mindset, and how far they're getting conditioned and damping their potential and remain being safe and stagnant. They don't see.
mm, mm.
Whereas now you the whatever the insights and the wisdom that you shared now, it is definitely going to help people to open their eyes with your mindset as well, to see, wow, this is what is necessary, this is what is life, this is what is the life to be lived in. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and you know what's really powerful about how we are the creators, when we close our eyes and when we open our eyes, everything that we see, we create that, right?
Mm,
So if you want to create a different reality, the only thing that is stopping you is you, nobody else, right? We take responsibility for every part of our lives. If we want to change it, change it.
exactly, exactly. Wow, wow, definitely, because nothing changes if nothing changes,
Yeah, right.
and that change must start from me, from you. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not going to,
and
we can't wait for something else to change.
mm,
Yeah, you're about to say something. Yeah.
yeah, and in saying that too, Matt, it's a lot of people wait for the right time. There
Mm,
is no right time, right? But there's right now. There's not yesterday. There's not tomorrow. There is right in this moment. When you watch this, you can make a choice to literally change every part of your life, every part, just
exactly.
by saying yes. I deserve more. My children deserve more. My life is worth so much more than what my career allows me to live. And you can do that. You can change that. We can change that. Anyone can change it.
Exactly, exactly. And as you said before, I'm just trying to like bring it on that we are getting conditioned to get separated.
Mm,
Even in, if you say that a modern family, uh, I'm seeing when I go to someone's house, I'm seeing that the children are in, each and every kid are in their own own room with their own TV,
mm,
and the parents are in their own TV.
yeah.
In the home itself, we have been told and conditioned to get separated. When we are
Mm,
separated, how it is possible to reunite and succeed in our life?
Mm.
As this business is giving a vehicle for that, for us to reunite globally
Mm.
as a team,
Mm.
leverage each other,
Mm.
and band together and hold together, and to succeed together and to grow together. How beautiful it is, yeah.
Yes, beautiful, brother. Beautiful.
So in that way, no, there's no point in holding on to what we are believe the self-limiting belief and holding on
Mm.
to past. Rather, it is time now to bring a change.
Mm. Right now, because again,
Yeah. So I'm going
yesterday
to ask.
doesn't exist.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Again, what happens yesterday and what happens tomorrow doesn't affect what happens right now. We, as again, you, I, us, we can all change whether you want to. That
Mhm.
is the question. Do you
Mm,
want change? Do you want to live differently? And
mm.
if that is what you truly want to do, change it.
That's it. That's it. Exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Mm.
And one of the last question, it's a kind of question I'm going to ask you. Like, all right, we have said all that you have shared with you so much of insights and wisdom and other things. Like, okay, beautiful. Now, if people are still thinking about, if they are still thinking and sitting in the fence, what is a two means? What is the one thing that you can say to them?
Mm. By sitting on the fence, what's the purpose of sitting there? Are you waiting for the time to be right? Are you waiting for enough money to be in your bank? Are you waiting to have the right skill set to do this? Right? You need to create the change that you want. It doesn't just happen. Right? You can sit on the fence, you can continue to watch, or you can create the change that you want by just
Mm,
you like right here. You're on this side of the fence. All you need to do is hop on this side. How do you do that? Make a choice.
exactly.
Make the choice, because what that choice is, it's not only for you, it's for your family. And that should be what fuels your why to actually jumping off the fence. Get past your limiting beliefs. Get past all the scenarios that you're creating in your mind
Mm,
and tap into someone, a mentor that has been before you, that can show you how to get past all of the limiting beliefs that you have in your mind that you've created for yourself.
mm. Wow. Wow.
Because if let's be real here, how much longer are you going to sit there? Really? How long? Another 6 months, 12 months, 2 years? That's another 2 years that you could have potentially built this business where you are no longer dependent of your job. You're now a presence in your kids' lives. That's
Mm,
what it gets to be when you get off the fence and actually want to do something.
exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much. Wow. That is, I'm just feeling that, wow, that's the main thing. It's the time now to jump on.
Mm.
And if you don't do it now, never. I believe in now or never.
Mm.
And moreover, since you are saying about this, jump on now. That's it.
Mm.
Now something is blocking me now. I was about to say something when you
Mhm.
were mentioning about jumping on the fence. I just okay, that's fine. So people normally convince themselves to remain where they are, but at the same
Mm.
point of time, they don't have any vision at all.
Mm.
Even in fact, me 2.5 years before this business, I don't have any vision. But this
Mhm.
business has given me a right mindset to think about where I'm heading into.
Mm.
We don't have a vision
Mm.
at all because we don't know. Because if we don't have a vision, what we do, we drift around.
Mm.
When we have a vision, we will be progressing and succeeding together. Yeah,
Yeah,
this business
absolutely.
has given a right mindset to see where we are heading into.
Mm.
Same time, point of time, we are not here to convince anyone. As long as a person is ready for a change, we are here to show them how exactly it is.
Mm.
Many people want to bring a change, but they don't know how.
Mm.
That is why we are here to show them how exactly it is. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much, Brett, for your time. So in that case, If anyone watching here, if you like to know further how this business has changed our life and how we can help you also in changing not only your life and furthermore around 1,000 people around you,
Mm.
and if you don't know how, this is the time now. Either hit me or even hit Brett Turner as well. Reach either of whoever you're going to resonate with. Either of
Mm.
reaches, and this is the time now to hold together, to band together, and to succeed together.
Yes. Love that, brother. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much, Brett. I'll be
Thank
amazed.
you.
Looking forward to see you in the next retreat.
Thank you, brother. See you soon.
Yeah, see you soon.